honor belongs to the person who ends a dispute, but any fool can get himself into a quarrel. We certainly see that online, don't we? And if we're honest, those of us who are online or we're in social media have likely been guilty of it before too, making too quick snap judgments, saying things online that we wouldn't say face to face. Especially as Christians, we need to watch that. It's interesting that the Bible says honor belongs to the person who ends a dispute. I've long held a belief that in the hypothetical where I were president of the United States, which is a hypothetical that will, believe me, never be reality, I would like to gather both the parties into the White House, the leaders of those parties, and have a conversation that was very clear and frank. All legislation involves morality. There's no legislation that's free of moral consideration. But even with that being the case, I would maintain that there are two big buckets that we can put policies and laws into. Those things that we can pragmatically disagree on, even if we feel strongly about it, and those things that are so divisive or so far apart or so fundamentally different that there is no way to compromise. Someone will just have to prevail at the ballot box. So, for example, when it comes to issues like immigration or tax rates, well, there are deep moral components to those issues, but there's a wide variety of agreement. You could get virtually everyone to agree that some level of taxation is acceptable. Some level of immigration is a good thing and acceptable. The country is entitled to police its own borders. The question of what should the tax rate be or how we should police the borders and how we should bring people in, that's a different matter, and you might have to compromise on that. So that's bucket one. Bucket two is issues where if I were president, I would tell my Republican and Democrat friends, there are going to be things like abortion. What's a human being? Like some of the LGBT issues. What is a male? What is a female? Where you get to issues of ontology, and there is not a way to compromise. Somebody's going to have to prevail in that issue. That's what we had in the Civil War. Either these people are human or they're not. So let's be wise and not start unnecessary fights.